Hey guys, so ignore the fact that I'm looking a little worn. I actually forgot to film this intro, so I'm filming this like 3 hours after the fact that I made this video. Be sure to keep on watching if you want to see how I got this really awesome, this little festive look. I'm very excited. I really like how it came out. I had a lot of fun making this video. Yeah, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Ring that bell before this video is over. If you're not subscribed to my channel by now, honey, what are you doing? Subscribe. It's not that hard. Subscribe. YouTube probably won't give you notifications that I post anyway, so what's it gonna do besides benefit me? Nothing. Alright, so if you want to see how I got this look, be sure to keep on watching. Alright, so let's just get right into it. I have two different palettes to use. I'm going to be using the red out of the Morphe 3502 palette, so I'm going to be doing the red eye first, only because I need to use the two palettes for it. The BH Cosmetics one that has all my colors, this has a lot of greens, but it only has like two reds and mostly pinks, whereas this one's got like a third red, so hopefully I can make it work. So let's just get right on into it. First, I'm going to use my MAC Paint Chili Paint Pot to prime my lid, just like usual. Bring my mirror a little closer to me so I can see. Okay. I'm only going to prime this lid first because each lid is a different color, so I'm not going to be doing green, red, green, red, green, red. I'm just going to do the entire red eye first, and we're going to move on to the green one. So to start out, I'll be using my BH Cosmetics First Edition 120 color palette. I'll be using this tray right here. You should probably scoot over a little bit so you can see the product. Yeah, I'm going to be using this tray right here. I'm going to set my primer with, you think I should set it with a white? I don't know. You know what, I'm going to set it with this lightest red right here, and we'll just see how that works. I probably should have tried this look before I filmed it. I mean, like, I tried the brows yesterday before I took a shower, but I probably should have tried the eyes, but, you know, who needs to prepare themselves? We're just here having fun. My nose is so itchy. This septum ring is, like, super cute, but it itches, like, all the time. After I put this base coat on, I'm gonna put another box under my mirrors so I can see my face better. Because, like, I'm not gonna point the camera down because I have this angled, like, super crazy, but I basically have two boxes in my mirror because my bed is a lot higher than my laptop table, which holds all my makeup. So I'm gonna get a box. I'm looking in the viewfinder and I look very pale, so hopefully I'm not very pale in the video. I'm saving up to buy a new camera, because this one, I don't want to say it's a shitty camera, but like, I'm going to be getting a DSLR, and it's going to be better for filming because it will look more professional, I think, because this camera shoots in 1080, but it looks really good when I'm editing it in like my little square, but I feel like if you guys are watching full screen, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't look as high quality as it could. I'm just going to get a different camera that has a better lens, and I could switch out the lens, because the camera I'm using right now, it's a fixed lens, so I can't really get a new lens for it, but with the different lenses, maybe that'll make everything look a little bit better. I don't know. I feel like I use cameras obviously a lot, but I don't know anything about them, so if you know anything about cameras, I'm planning on getting the Canon T5i. I'm going to be getting like an 18 lens, 18 like slash I think 55 lens, I don't know. So like, if you want just to like suggest me a lens you think would work well, because I want to be able to zoom in on my eyes like some of the other YouTubers do, but I can't do that with this without it getting really out of focus. So like, this is about as zoomed in. I mean, I can get a little more zoomed, but like, this camera, it's like a hit or miss if the video is going to be fuzzy, because the amount of times it's looked clear in the viewfinder, which is directly below, which I talk to sometimes, it looks really clear in the viewfinder, and then I'll like go and edit the video and it will look like trash. So I'm trying to fix that. Well, New Year's resolution to have my videos be not trash. Let's see, for the next color, I'm going to put the matte red from the 350 palette, 3502 palette. on my crease, and for that I will be using this Little Mermaid blendy brush. I'm going to blend in circular motions to try and diffuse the color a little bit, because that's about as high as I want it to go, right there. Okay, I feel like I definitely need a darker red to go in the crease, so I'm going to take, I should probably talk to the camera, not my bucket. I'm going to take another crease brush right here, and I'm going to go into this top red right here, try and darken up the eye a little bit, just because I want this to look good. I'm going to take the same brush and go in the red directly under it, right here. See if that'll deepen it up a bit. If not, I'm going to break out a different palette. Alright, so this doesn't look as red as I want it to, so I'm just going to take that middle red. I'm just going to bring it down all over my lid, and then I'll be back with a different palette. Okay, so I came back and I brought out the Modern Renaissance palette and the Androgyny palette. First I'm going to go into the Androgyny palette, and I'm going to take the color Fetish. Nope, that's not Fetish. Fetish is right here, and I'm going to try and put that in my crease and see what that does. So I'm just going to take one of the same blending brushes as before, and I'm just going to dip into that deep red. And the Jeffree Star palettes, it's very pigmented, so you want to tap a little bit of that off. Okay, that's a little darker. That's what I'm looking for. Trying to add some depth to the eye. So this is like I don't want to say it's like a purpley red, but it's definitely a darker red than what I was using. So it definitely is deepening up my crease. Next I'm going to go back in with that Little Mermaid brush. I'm going to go into my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take the tiniest bit of red ochre right here and bring that into my outer corner. See what that does. This is just like one big experiment, really, this look. So if it works out, you know, it works out and it's great. If not, you know, I tried. The video is still going to go up. We'll just laugh at it. Alright, I'm going to take the little eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to try and bring some red under my eye. I'm going to bring a little bit of Fetish under the outer corner of my eye and just see how that looks. It's definitely very deep. This feels like it's more of a Halloweeny red than a Christmas red, but I'm still going to try and work with it. I go back into my Morphe 3502 palette, and I'm going to take the same matte red we did before, and I'm going to bring that the rest of the way under my lash line. Alright, now we're just going to leave this alone because I haven't decided if I want to add glitter yet or not, and we're going to go directly into the green eye. Alright, and now going back into the BH Cosmetics palette, we're going to be using the bluish greenish palette now, and I'm going to be using the ends of one of the brushes that came with one of my Anastasia palettes. So I'm going to dip into this green right here just to set my lid. I feel like this brush is really good for packing, but not like the other shadow brush I use. It's very thin, so I need to put a lot more effort into covering the whole lid with this brush. I'm going to try and blend a tiniest little bit, but this brush doesn't like to blend very easily. Like I said, it's just like a little shader packing brush. So we're going to work our best with it. Alright, this green, I feel like that red eye is very Halloween-like, so hopefully this green will festive it up a little bit. I'm going to take this little puffy brush, I'm going to dip into a slightly darker green. Go with this one right here. We're going to put that in our crease. Actually, that one's very dark. So I'm going to go into the color directly above the last one. So this one right here, I'm just going to put that in our crease, see what that does. Just like with the red shadow, we want to use circular motions to try and diffuse the shadow, give it a very nice blended look. Even though the red doesn't quite look as blended as I want it to, I feel like if I were to blend it some more, it would go a lot higher than where I want it to go. Take another blending brush and dip into the green just below the first green we used, and we're also going to put that in our crease. Taking a different blending brush, this is my Mikasa E300 brush, and I'm going to take this dark green up here, focus that on my outer corner. Again, just trying to deepen up the eye. Going back in with the first brush, we're going to use the first color again, just to try and brighten up the lid, because some of the darker shades did go down a little farther than I wanted them to. Right, using the same brush and color, we're going to bring a little of this under our lash line. Alright, taking the little flat brush and the end of the little puffy brush, I'm going to go down into a darker green. And we're going to go to the outer corner under the lash line. Alright, so just looking at the red eye looks a little scary, so I am going to use some glitter. I have this Dazzle Eyes glitter palette. I'm going to be using, obviously, this red glitter right here on my red eye, and the green glitter right here on the green eye. Using a very small eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to put it on, like, the center, or, you know, I'll put it on the inner corners going up. I'm going to be using the NYX glitter glue. This is my favorite glitter glue. Alright, and we'll do the green eye first. Some glitter glue in my lashes, that's no fun. We're just going to drag the glue from the inner corner to about the middle of the lid. Alright, I have this little makeup sponge. We'll use both sides. So one side we're going to dip in the green. That's picking up enough. You know what, actually I'm just going to use my finger. I feel like my finger will be a lot easier for this. Might have placed that in there. See, I don't really like using my finger, only because I feel like I can't get very precise, like the placement, and I feel like it looks all messy. So I got some on my lower lash line. Alright, that looks really nice. After I'm done with the red, we're going to take some shadow and we're going to kind of blend it into the glitter. Now you can't really blend glitter, but you can try. Going back in with the same brush and the same glue, we're just going to do the exact same thing on the red side of my eye, only I'll go in directly with my finger this time. I won't out with the sponge. I always overestimate how much glue I'm going to need, and I end up with like a glob. The red looks really nice. I don't want to say the red fixed the scary, but I feel like it looks like a lot less scary now. So I'm just gonna wipe off the glitter. The red glitter, let's see, yeah. We're gonna go into the 3502 palette real quick. Grab any brush that's got some red on it, who cares? Take a little bit of that matte red and just put it directly where the eyeshadow meets the glitter. Like I said, you can't really blend out glitter, but you can try. We're going to do the same thing with the green. Grab a brush that's got some green on it. Let's see, I think the light green is what we should try and cover with. So I'm just going to grab a very light green and just right up in here. For eyeliner day, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. liquid liner right here. I was thinking about going with a white liner, but now I realize the black is definitely what's going to work the best. I'm going to start out by putting the liner right where the glitter meets the shadow. And when we get to the corner of the eye, we're going to give ourselves a nice wing. get some more liner on the brush and very carefully try and line the glitter. Alright, that's a nice little wing. Alright, now we're going to do the exact same with the right side. We're going to start out where the glitter meets the shadow and just work our way down. Doing liner in videos is always the hardest for me because when I'm in my bathroom, I'm like right up against the camera, but that doesn't look good on the camera. Just looking at my old forehead now does it. And then I'm going to line my waterline with this Beauty For Real Eyeline black pencil. With blacks, I like to go about 3/4 of the way in and stop about right here. Just because if you go all the way into the corner, it makes your eyes look a little closed, especially with the black liner. So you can always add more, but you can never take away. So just be careful with the black. So I'm just going to curl my lash, and I'm going to add these Icon lashes in the Leela style. Alright, now on to the fun part. My brows. Okay, so first we'll do the red brow, and then for both the brows I'll be using the NYX Vivid Bright Cream Liners. The red one is in shade Cyber Pop. So my brows don't have any product in them, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to brush them up the way we want them to be. And it's going to be just like your regular brows. I mean, because these are my regular brows. Just like putting on a pomade, it's just red. So we're going to take a little bit on our angled brush. I'm using the Luxie 215 small angle for the red, and I'm just going to carefully do my brows. I'm going to sit up, hold on. Some people would recommend blocking your brows for this, but I need my brows there to trace them, so I'll check back with you when I have more skill. And we're gonna go on to the green eye. The green eye. So for this one, this color is called Get Money, and I'm going to use this Royal and Langnickel brow angle brush for this one. Excuse my lean. This brow is the one that usually gives me a problem, so. Okay, so I already have the green highlighter on. I mean, I don't know if you can really see it in the camera. It seems very light. I don't really have a festive green lipstick. I only have the Jeffree Star one, which is a completely different toned green, so I'm not going to use it. I am going to use the Tristique Mini Matte Lip Crayon in shade Tuscan Wine, though. This is my favorite red, and I feel like it's the most festive. Alright, so that is the video. Be sure to tell me what you think. I'm living for this, actually. I'm actually going to do some running around with my sister, so I'm pretty excited to see the looks I get from everyone at Walmart and Target. So definitely tell me if you like this video, if I'm going to do more looks like this. I plan on doing about 2 or 3 holiday themed makeup looks, so look out for that. While you're waiting, be sure to check out my last video. Alright, subscribe to my channel. It's very important that you do so. Make sure to ring that bell. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I have a Facebook page. You can like that, please. And I have a Tumblr. I'm trying to be more active on it. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this look turned out. I just can't stop looking at myself. So I hope you like this video, and I will see you next time.